like a Guitar Hero. They're not my kind of games. Yeah. I went in for the story because it is like canon. This is what happens to them after Golden, which kind of pisses me off a little bit because it's super corny and weird. So that, I don't know, like the gameplay is actually real fun and super challenging, but it kind of left a bit of a bad taste. I was just like, all right, I'm done. Immediately deleted it off my Vita. Won't go back.
Nah. You got the platinum, no need.
Oh, God, I had to get one. There's this one trophy called King Crazy, and it's just got the most fucked up requirements for perfecting a song. It's not even like that you might have 600 notes, so like 600 button presses at like a full 180 BPM. Not only can you not miss any, you have to like do it in a really stylish way as well. And it was so hard to get. So hard. Like, I don't even want to talk about
PTSD.
I was stuck on it like for 3 days, just playing 1 3-minute song over and over and over. In every, but then like
see, that's when I don't do it. Like if it. That's when I won't platinum a game. Is as soon as I do something like that it's just me being like, "Fuck this! I hate this." I'm just gonna not do it.
That might be the difference between me and you, because like I stayed up for 2 hours just doing this one song before I went to bed. Couldn't get it, like just slept for the night, got up early for work, and then I was like, I'll give it one go before I go to work, because I was like, I can't let it fucking beat me. And then I did it. One go, just the first go, first thing in the morning, just fucking nailed it and went to work just going, yeah! It was so dope. But yeah, that was weird. This will never happen again, but 4 platinums in a week,
Yep, you said you'd do it, and you did it.
It's fun, like I've kind of... You know, we hung out yesterday. It's not like I've been nose to the grindstone.
No, to be fair, I only see you for like a day and a half a week.
Yeah.
So you do have a good job for it, because if you can, you'll finish at like 11.
On a good day.
And then you got all the afternoons.
All of it. So yeah, it's been a good week for that.
Nice.
Shall we, is that all I've been playing?
Yeah, I think so. I can't think of anything else I've played this week.
I think so.
I started Tales from the Borderlands. I think we mentioned it at some point, but haven't really done enough of that yet.
Yeah. I'll be interested to talk about that too.
No, nothing else really.
Yep. I think
I suck.
I just picked up Far Cry 4. I'll play that this week.
That's good fun. I think I've said it before. Every time I play Far Cry, I get so sidetracked by killing animals and
making wallets,
making them wallets and stuff that eventually I just don't finish it, and then I get something else. And then I've never finished a Far Cry, but I played 3 and 4.
See, I've only ever played 1 and 2.
No, you played 3.
Maybe not for very long.
No, I remember you played 3 because we were both playing it, and you're like, "Why does there dudes at every crossroad every time?"
Oh no, that's Far Cry 2.
Is that 2?
Yeah, that's the one.
What was 3?
3 was like on an island with the fucking college kid and that Vasquez guy.
Oh,
I didn't play that one.
I did play that, but very briefly.
Yeah.
That was Far Cry 2.
2 was the checkpoints with the...
Oh my god, every time.
But and I kind of liked that.
You know, because then you just start predicting it. There's no like...
Yeah.
It would be the thing where you drive through a checkpoint, you kill everyone, and then you drive away. And then you're like, oh, I forgot something. And you turn around and they're already back.
I also remember like,
fuck off.
It was kind of one of those things, like I get it's Blood Diamonds, but it sort of did the Resident Evil 5 where all you're doing is killing Africans and you're, for the most part, a white guy. And it's just kind of like, this is a bit...
You are in Africa.
Yeah, it's
like,
true.
You can't blame... Like, if you were in if you're in, like, Washington DC and all you're doing is killing black people, then I'd have more of a problem with it.
Yeah, that's
but, like,
fair.
if the game's set in Africa, it'd be weird to just have white guys.
I think my favorite part of Far Cry 2, they did that. I wish more games would do it, but you'd get shot enough and you'd actually need to stop and pull the bullets out of your body. Do you remember that? And like,
yeah, like
yourself?
you'd have to like relocate your shoulder or something.
Yeah, and if you'd like taken a cut, you'd lose blood until you like hit points until you bandaged it. For a first person shooter, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, but it's good. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
Any game that has a bow and arrow, I'm pretty sold on. I'm kind of pumped for Far Cry Primal.
See, this is my one concern, because now I play this.
You're going to burn yourself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you will. Because it's actually when you said I saw it downloading, and I was like, you're going to Borderlands yourself.
Yeah. Get back in that boat.
Classic Platinum Borderlands 1 before Borderlands 2, and then I don't want to play Borderlands
We could
2.
be alright. Primal's not till, what, mid-February?
Yeah, that's... Okay.
What is it? It's like the 3rd.
It is. I think you're right. It's like mid-February.
It's about a month away.
It's not far. And you put 2 weeks into Far Cry 4 and you're going to be over Far Cry.
Yeah, maybe I'll play some.
We'll see. They're different though. Like, there's no guns.
Yeah. I really don't know what we're getting into with Primal.
I watched our gameplay. Or it was some gameplay with a lot of people talking shit for that long. And it looks interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of pumped for it just to...
Something different.
It's different, but then it's also like I was watching it and it is just the same.
Yeah, okay.
The one thing I noticed you can do is you have control of animals.
That's kind of interesting.
So you can call in like an animal companion to help you out. And depending on like if you're stealthing in, you can call in a leopard-ish sort of thing, and that'll help you. It'll keep you stealth.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's very similar to Far Cry still.
I'm getting sick of, and it's such a weird thing to think about, but I'm kind of getting over dogs. Having a dog in games. Do you have a dog in Primal?
I'm sure there's like a wolf or something you can get, but you literally have like your radial wheel of weapons.
Yeah.
And then you have another set of animals. And I assume you have to do certain things to get animals. But you get like bears and...
I think it was...
the post-Ice Age equivalent of bears, you know? I don't know.
Yeah. Megalodon. I
Okay.
don't know if that's what it's called.
No, it's not probably.
You know what? I think it was Dog Meat broke me. Like after having D-Dog, we had Dog Meat, we had... I'm sure there were more dogs last year.
Because dogs can only do so much.
That's it. And like they make such a big deal out of it. And yeah, I like dogs. Prefer cats as the superior animal, but I mean, that's not really the time or place for that.
Whoa.
Why can't I have a companion cat? That's all I'm saying.
You prefer cats?
100%.
Since when?
Always. Look at my cat. Well,
okay, first of all, it's not your cat. Second of all, he's a piece of shit.
He's a fantastic animal. He's a little gentleman.
Ugh.
I think we're done here. Shall we move into some news, Govinda?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
News we care about.
Yeah. Maybe we could have like a hot scoop. You could do like a hot scoop noise.
What's a hot scoop noise?
Da-da-dun, da-da-dun, dun, dun. Oh no, that's something else.
That's Back to the Future.
Damn it! But you know what I mean?
We can't do that.
We need like...
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, there you go. Alright. Lock that in.
News we care about!
Firewatch developer Campo Santo has said that its upcoming title will contain, quote, the entire story, end quote, the team wants to tell, and that there are no plans for post-launch DLC of any kind. In an interview with WCCF Tech, game designer and programmer Nels Anderson said, quote, it doesn't really lend itself to an expansion of that sort, end quote. Elsewhere in the interview, Anderson said that Firewatch's length is comparable to, quote, a trilogy of movies or a TV miniseries, end quote. He estimates the game to last...
6 hours.
Yeah, to last somewhere around 5 to 6 hours on average. It's pretty hard to say since there's actually quite a lot of off-the-beaten-path areas in the game that players won't have to visit, he explained. But Govinda, don't expect any puzzles in Firewatch. According to Anderson, although the player will have to engage with the game to move forward, they won't have to, quote, rearrange scrambled letters to spell a word or match colored tiles or anything like that, end quote. Additionally, the game won't have good versus bad endings as such and will be more of a nuanced and organic experience. Firewatch is scheduled to release for the PlayStation 4 and PC and Mac on February 9th.
Not far.
Not far at all. Is that before Primal? Because I'll probably play that.
Yeah, it is.
That'll be a nice palate cleanser.
No puzzles. That's fine.
Okay.
It's funny that you just finished the order and it got such a bad rap for being 6 hours long.
That is funny. I thought it'd be longer.
So it'll be interesting to see how they price this.
Yeah.
Because again, like if charging $60 for a game that's only 6 hours, it's gonna, and it'll be annoying almost if it doesn't get in trouble for it.
Yeah, I hope. I'm really excited for this game, but I see your point and I'm glad you picked up on it because that's really short. I thought this was going to be a lot longer than
That's
that.
really short.
And also...
it seems now that the more I'm hearing about it, it seems to me like it's going to be very linear.
Yeah.
Because it seems like it's just pure story driven. And he said, I guess there's stuff off the beaten path, but what does that really mean?
Yeah, it could just be little valleys and gullies and such nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
One thing, I'm calling BS. There will definitely, like, okay, maybe you won't arrange letters or something, but you're definitely going to have to fucking run power to a goddamn radio beacon. There'll be weird little puzzles.
But is that a puzzle? Or is that an obstacle?
I guess so, but
You know
there's
what I
going to be, I reckon there'll be puzzles. There's always is in this kind of game. Like, even
Well,
Dying Light.
he didn't say no puzzles. He just said you won't be rearranging letters and you won't be matching colored tiles.
That's true.
He just,
Actually, no, it says don't expect any puzzles in Firewatch.
You see, that's what I mean. Now, whether there'll be obstacles that require you to do tasks is a different thing. But like running a wire to something isn't technically a puzzle because you know where the thing is.
What if there's 3 wires and only one of them can connect it? Is that then a puzzle?
Yes.
Yeah.
But even then, not really. That's more just trial and error until it works. Like,
yeah,
there's no pattern to follow. You're just like, oh no, that doesn't work. Okay.
This is interesting. That really shocks me. I thought it'd at least be like, say, 10 to 12. Like,
yeah, 5 to 6. I guess it's better they're straight up now before it comes out than doing what the order did and not saying a word and then someone speed running it in 3 hours.
Ruins it. We'll talk about that a little later in today's talking point, Govinda. Talking point. Moving on. With Uncharted 4: A Thief's End set to likely be Naughty Dog's last game in the franchise, creative director Neil Druckmann told The Sun that he knows it's not a good business decision to leave behind Nathan Drake at the height of his popularity. Quote, but I feel like the best way to honour him is to go out on top and to finish his story, end quote. While A Thief's End could be Naughty Dog's final Uncharted game, Druckmann notes, whether that's it for Uncharted, I don't know. At the end of the day, Sony owns Uncharted and they can do whatever they want. He then added, quote, but with the end of this story, it will be really hard to do a sequel with Nathan Drake, end quote. Later on in the interview, Druckmann considered the possibilities of Uncharted continuing through a prequel or maybe with a different character. But this is the end for Nathan Drake, he said finally. When Uncharted 4 launches on April 26 for PlayStation 4, you can expect different pacing compared to previous Uncharted games, as Naughty Dog has taken lessons from The Last of Us about set pieces. Quote, the first 3 had this trajectory of going bigger and more badass. We didn't want to continue that trajectory. We didn't want to become a caricature of ourselves. So he said, okay, set pieces are important, but how do you better tie set pieces with story so they come in at the right time, to mirror some kind of personal conflict in the story? But also something we learned from The Last of Us is that not all set pieces have to be big and explosive. Some of them can be small and intimate, and that lets us get much more interesting and introduce different pacing than in the previous Uncharted games. Whew! That was a lot to get through.
Yeah, I felt like that could have been paraphrased to some degree.
That would have been nice. How about that? No more big old, or don't expect big badass set pieces.
I did not take that away from that at all. I just don't think.
Well, that's his quote.
Yeah, but I don't think they're not going to not have big set pieces.
We've
seen
some
big set pieces.
But I think what they're saying is it's going to be a bit more reflective. Almost, I guess that's what we have with those conversation choices. Like maybe it'll be more story focused is what I'm taking from that.
Yeah, because Uncharted has a pretty straight up formula of just...
I think that's interesting.
Have a friend go on a heist, get betrayed, find out about something you've always been looking for, go find it, and then finds out there's
Mystical.
some supernatural power at B, and then you've got these supernatural beasts to fight, and then you do it, and then you fight the boss, and then you win.
You're done. And then you go back and collect all the collectibles.
So I'm fine with it. I think they need to mix it up a little bit. I think when he's talking about those intimate set pieces, it probably means there's going to be some really tense moments.
I really like that where he says that we learn a lot from The Last of Us, and that not all set pieces have to be big and explosive. Like
The-
Last of Us spoilers, but like,
Oh yeah, heads up. If you haven't finished it and you want to, don't listen for a second.
yeah.
Skip forward like 2 minutes.
Ellie and what were their names? Ellie and Joel with the father and the son.
Oh, I don't remember the names, but going through the sewers.
No, I meant like when